What's going on, YouTube? We back at y'all with another one. Basically, the Joe Budden podcast, they have put out episode 748, and it was titled Afifa. And basically, we just want to give some of my takes on this particular episode. So, take number one. Ish is back. Big Ish is back. Everybody was going crazy. They thought that he wasn't going to be there, but he is back, and he paid. He paid up. I Ish paid Joe Budden $1,000. He had a $500 bet previous to that he owed him, and then he bet that he was going to lose a certain amount of weight before August 1st. Ish never lost that weight, and he paid Joe. Now the thing is, I was expecting them to spend a little bit more time on it because they spent so much time on that subject, and it was an announcement that Joe did say that he paid up. So shout out to y'all, shout out to Ish, shout out to Joe for letting us know that he got paid. Um Take two. He was definitely lying when he said that he forgot that they took pictures before he left. I'm talking about Ish because basically he had Irish goodbye them, um, and before he had went on a vacation, so he had went to the bathroom and then he had just dipped out. They asked him why he did that, and he said that he forgot that they didn't take pictures already, so he just dipped out. And I was like, yeah, nah, that's madcap. That's madcap. Like he's lying. He definitely read that book, how to walk into a room and how to walk out of a room and all of that, and definitely just was like, yo, I'm out of here. I gotta go. Anyway, take number three. How come Ish just can't say he won't Irish goodbye you anymore? It was asking like, yeah, like don't do that to me, man. Like you my boy. Like yo, don't do that. And then he was like, oh, I didn't do it. He was just arguing that he didn't do it and that he didn't do it and he didn't mean to do it. I'm like, yo, fam, just say that you won't do it anymore and move on. But he's definitely planning on Irish goodbyeing him again at some point. Watch. Um, Take number four, a 3 hour and a 33 minute pod. Come on, Joe. Um, Take number five. Yeah, like I said, I just don't think too many people have the time to watch a 3 hour pod, but you'll get the reoccurring viewers like that, so that's cool. Next take. Ish loved that N-word joke in the beginning of the pod. That goes back to, what I was saying, how he loves the racial stereotypes. He loves that humor. Um, so shout out to Ish for being back. Um, Nice little Zen vibe on the way into the pod. I'm talking about his DJ skit. Definitely go check it out. I encourage everybody to go get the Patreon if you don't have it. And then come check out these videos just to hear another breakdown, another opinion. Next take number seven. It's great how he shouts everyone out in all regions. I'm talking about Joe. He has a very good vibe to how he does the show and how he produces the show. It's almost like you feel like you're at a party and you're about to turn up the way that he gets the energy up in the room and stuff like that. And he shouts out everybody, all regions, all different types of people. Um, and their activities as to what they're doing. So he kind of makes everybody that is listening feel like they are, he's talking to them. So that's very smart. Um, Next take is going to Monaco is different. Monaco, that's big money. There's big money out there. Ish definitely got money. I'm not trying to hear anything. Going to Monaco is like I said, it's different. So shout out to Ish for taking the fam to Monaco. That's dope. Take number 9. I like that everyone is talking about the Dame Dash story. I was one of the first people to cover this particular story about the auction, not just this particular wave. You could go check it out. I think I put it out about a week ago. And just go check that video out as well. Take number 10. I like the two songs they played off of the Vultures 2 album. Um, yeah, basically they were saying that they didn't really like it, Ice and Parks. But the two that they played, I liked it. From what I heard. Next take is calling Ty Dolla $ign the Charlie Wilson of 2024 was hilarious. Um, I don't know if that went over a lot of people's head, but I caught that. That was funny. Um, or he was not calling him the Ty Dolla $ign. He was saying you don't bring Ty Dolla $ign in to be the Charlie Wilson of 2024. So let me clear that up. Take number 12. That's basically a fact. I had the Vultures one on my playlist heavy. They had Carnival. They had Like That on it, I believe. I'm sorry, not Like That. Um, was it Like That? It might have been. But basically, Kanye and Ty Dolla $ign they did their thing on that. Yeah, no, Like That wasn't on this album, I don't think. Anyway, moving forward. Um, Take 13. The Toshiba TVs was hilarious. I haven't seen a Toshiba TV in a very long time. So the fact that they brought that up, that was pretty funny. Next take, Joe's Simone Biles hate was wild funny. I'm just gonna leave that there. Uh, Ish saying that Joe doesn't pay him enough was hilarious. M Ford loving the pole guy's mishap is not weird. I mean, most girls probably was on it like that. They tried to make M Ford feel weird for liking the whole pole guy, like he didn't get over the pole because his piece was in the way. They tried to make her feel weird for liking that, and I'm not really sure why. I mean, I would figure most girls would be watching that. So I'm not sure why they were trying to make her feel, extra any type of way. Anyway, moving on. Take 17. Flip was wild. And can a woman tell you're cheating on her by the smell of your urine? Where did that come from, Flip? You my mans and all that. Like I rocks with you. Well, you're not my mans, but I don't know you. But you know what I'm saying? I definitely rocks with your content for years. Where the hell did that question come from, fam? What are you talking about? Anyway, you could have left that where it came from, because that was they had to cut it out. Like they had to all go to the bathroom. They was like, yeah, nah, this was yeah, no, cut. Anyway, um, album sales are kind of nonsense right now. That's just my opinion. The point or the take that Ice had was wild. He said the point that you go on vacation is to eat. No, it's not. It's a wild ass take. Not for me. I don't go on vacations to eat, but different shows for different folks. I just thought that was a wild take. Moving on, I never heard of that Montgomery Brawl song. That was the I don't know. I mean, yeah, I'm sure you guys all know about the Montgomery Brawl, but the actual song I did not hear that. Um, Flip saying that you can tell that that guy's ancestors went through mad stuff before hitting someone with a chair. That was kind of hilarious just by the way that he delivered the joke, but it was like he was being dead serious when he said it too. Like it was funny, but it was real. Um, but that was I had a good laugh at that one. I had to go look up who Larry was. The way Ish was laughing. Um, Basically, and I had the same laugh, and you can go you can definitely go on a crazy list based on who you have relations with. So, what's her name? Summer, what? Summer Walker or something like that. They was talking. He was just basically saying how she put out some heat, and then they was like, nah, but she's kind of bugged out because she was messing with Larry, and nobody knew who Larry was until Ish looked it up, and Ish started dying. So I'm like, yo, who's Larry? I looked up Larry, and I was rolling. I was like, yeah, all right, that's kind of true. Um, Next take. Here they go with the spoiling of the shows and movies. That's my coffee time cue. Every time they start that, I go get my cup of Joe. Pause. My cup of my cup of coffee. Next take. I will say that House of Dragons, I did not watch it. I am a Game of Throner. I will say that. Um, but watching this pod, the JBP, I mean, you don't need to watch anything because they're gonna spoil it for you anyways, and they're gonna tell you what's going on. So yeah, if you're watching this show and you're watching this pod and they're reviewing it on the pod, good luck with that. Next take. What else do we talk about if they don't want to talk on my talk show? That line that he said in the past, in a couple of episodes ago, that line was hilarious. He like said that he made up a song. What do we talk about if we don't want to talk on my talk show? That song just doesn't seem relevant in this particular episode. Whatever meeting they had, the meeting worked. Moving on. Joe continues to get on Drake. He keeps saying that Kendrick slapped Drake into a new genre. Funny stuff. Funny stuff. People can't tell me that Joe didn't kind of orchestrate that whole play. He orchestrated the whole beef. He instigated it, and then just sat back and watched it all go down. So that was pretty funny. Where are we at? Where is Daisy? That was take 27. I'm thinking to myself, where's Daisy? Um, take next take. Joe stepped off. Oh, yeah. So there was a narrative that he was kind of pushing a few episodes ago with Drake and LeBron potentially beefing. Joe stepped off of that real fast. He was not. That wasn't a square he wanted to stand on. Um, he definitely got off of that narrative extremely fast, and yeah, I don't think he's going to be playing with the narratives with LeBron. I don't know. We'll see. Joe's diabolical Joe is diabolical Joe, so we don't know. We'll see. Next take. That Big Sean take was exactly what I was saying and thinking. If you go to my review on just some of the moments in the pod space, that pod that Charlemagne or that interview that Charlemagne had with Big Sean, it made Charlemagne's pod look really good, but it didn't make Big Sean look good at all. I mean, you had academics clowning him. Um, you know, Basically, he wasn't able to get out of the whole marriage thing, the marriage talks, and I think I don't know, man. I just don't think that it helped him in the best way, or it made him look positive. But I guess any press is good press nowadays. I mean, it is what it is. But Charlemagne, that definitely helped his pod. Definitely helped Charlemagne more than it helped Big Sean. Next take. Happiness should definitely be the goal versus just getting married. I definitely agree with Ish on that one. Mel telling Flip to talk about a subject and that he has a mic right there. That's kind of diabolical Mel. She really told Flip to talk about a subject and that, you have a microphone right there in front of your face. So go ahead, talk about it. That's diabolical Mel, low key. That was hilarious when she actually told Flip to talk about something and that there's a mic right there. Wow. That's all I got to say about that. Diabolical Mel. Uh-oh. See you. Ish getting married, not in America. Extremely smart, if you ask me. Um, yeah, yeah, extremely smart. All the fellas can probably, can probably see why. Tory buying bottles from jail is kind of dope. I didn't even know you could make stuff like that happen. Those type of plays from the jail cell. It's kind of fire. Um, I like them covering boxing. It makes a lot of sense. I mean, they do say that the demographics of the show is predominantly like I don't know, 85 or 80% male, and the other is female. So I like them covering boxing. I think it makes a lot of sense, and I think they should continue to do it, but just get a little bit more versed in the space, or maybe have like a boxing expert. Moving forward, where are we at? Take 35. Yeah, I covered the dude getting snuffed. That was a wild situation. I think the guys are from Long Island. It was a podcast, and one of the dudes got hit with an uppercut after literally after just stating that he's been talking all of this mess and nobody has ever put the pause on him. And before that sentence was finished, bow. So that was pretty wild. They covered that a little bit. Next take, um, them thinking that Mel's not able to fight. That's hilarious to me. I think she can throw down, but I don't know her like as well as they know her. But I mean, if you're an athletic kind of woman, I would think that you have some type of skills to get, to handle yourself. But Mel asks Flip, "You don't think I can fight?" And Flip goes, "I think you can fight crime." That was classic. He was like, "Yeah, nah, nah, nah." Yeah, that was pretty funny. So basically, Diabolical Joe is back. Playing those Kamala videos was nasty work. I'll just leave it there. A Mount Rushmore of the pandas was hilarious. Y'all just gotta go see it. Y'all just gotta go see it to know what I'm talking about. Um, is Ish scared to talk on the pod? That was a take. He wanted to say something, but he just really had to think about how he was going to say it. And it almost gave off the impression that he was kind of scared to talk. Next take. This whole time, the narrative was that Ice and Ish were the Muslims, and it was M4 the whole time. Afifa is hilarious. Just the simple fact that she sat there all this time and let the narrative be that ICE is down with the Muslims, and Ish is can be down with the Muslims. Like, that was hilarious that she sat there the whole time and didn't say that she actually had a Muslim name. Her girlfriends back in, I think, high school, they gave her a Muslim name, and they titled the show after her Muslim name, Afifa. Yo, hilarious, hilarious. So shout out to Mel for sharing that. Shout out to Phantom. Shout out to Kai Sanat. Shout out to Queen's Flip on the video collaboration that they did here in the city. Shout out to y'all. Keep on pushing it forward. Ti getting arrested because his name is Clifford Harris is crazy. Only because it happened in Atlanta. That's wild. I mean, doesn't everybody know who Ti is in Atlanta? Especially the way that Killer Mike was talking. Like, everybody in Atlanta should know who the King of the South. The King of the South does not get arrested because his name is Clifford Harris, and it wasn't even him. I don't know, man. Y'all gave him the King of the South thing, but he's getting arrested because of his name is Clifford Harris, and that wasn't him. Yeah, nah, I don't know if he's a king of the South, but that's just a New Yorker's point of view. Moving forward, driving on the parkway, unlike well, while you don't have a license, is hilarious, Joe. That's kind of wild. I'm glad you are out of that stage. I don't like the NFL having facial recognition for everyone in the stadium. That's kind of crazy. But again, they're just going to be selling data. They're going to be selling data to whichever company wants it. We're talking Amazon, we're talking Apple, we're talking Google, Facebook, all of the Meta, I should say, all of these companies. They're just going to be buying the facial recognition information that's stored from these private NFL teams. They're just going to be selling the information all over the place. So um, can't even say be careful if you go to an NFL game. Is it just is what it is at this point. Where are we at? Let's go to the oh yeah, basically the whole congestion fee. So they went on to talk about the cameras and the cameras just being up. There was a propositions where there was going to be a congestion fee charge here in New York, and it was going to be, I believe, from like 59th Street down south. The only way you'll be able to get into the Manhattan blocks below 59th Street is you had to pay an additional $15 or something like that. So basically, that plan is scrapped. But they put up all of those cameras, so the cameras are still there, but the plan is scrapped. So basically, on the show, they were saying that they'll put up these cameras for whatever they want to tell you, and then it's just really just to um, keep an eye on people and have facial recognition and to develop more information on people. So moving on, let's go to the next take. Is Joe not spending enough? He said that he never got a offer from the black card from Amex. So is he spending enough? I mean, I think if you spend over $250,000 throughout the year, um, you'll get the offer. But shout out to him for even being in the realm of getting the black card. So keep it pushing. Moving forward, wait, Daisy is there. Corey said something about Daisy, and Joe played it off as if Mel doesn't take care of Daisy, so Daisy should be all right. Next take. Joe knows how to tell a compelling ass story. I mean, the story about the plumbing dude was hilarious, so shout out to the plumber dude. Next take, we're at a little bit over the 3 hour and 7th minute mark. This is take 49. This is pretty much where the sleeper started. And last take is Ice. After Joe played his sleeper, Ice uh, put it out there. He had to take that. Drake, he dropped 100 gigs of music. And that was at the very, very, very end of the episode. So I'm pretty sure Joe didn't like that take, but he was also like, oh, he had to play the fence on it. And I'm sure they're gonna go over it. I did hear something that I know Joe is tight because Drake put that out right after they finished recording. And somebody is saying that Drake kind of did that on purpose so that Joe wouldn't be able to talk about it until his next pod, which is, I mean, hey, that's it is what it is. I mean, if you're taking shots like that, then hey. But basically, that was it, man. The sleeper started. Joe played Lloyd, a song from Lloyd. It was called Caramel. Ice played a song from Zakari, a song called, or Zachary. It's a song called Girl Next Door. Parks played one of his own collabs. It was the Co op featuring Passport Gift, Rashid Chappelle, David Bars, and Parks himself actually had a bar on the song. The song was called "That's That Shh." So, and it was actually a cool song. It was a dope song, and Parks did have a bar, and it was like, yo, that's kind of dope. But anyway, Ish played Elijah Blake. Is everybody okay? And Melissa played Maxwell. Simply beautiful. That is it. That is all for right now. Until the next one. It's your boy Church Takes. Do us a favor, go over to manhattangray.com and go ahead and get yourself a nice hair care package. You'll get 20% off on the website. It's a black owned business. Basically, if you have gray hair or even if you don't have gray hair, the hydration oil and the moisture pomade will keep your hair looking and feeling extremely nice and shiny. And on top of that, you'll keep a nice, healthy head of hair on top of your head. So go ahead, go support. Let them know who sent you, your boy Church Takes. And that is it. That is all. Just do me a favor, comment, like, subscribe. And remember that the best takes are the church's takes. And that is it. That is all. We are out. Thanks for watching.